Well, what do you know? Another one of these videos where chaos bitches about something and occasionally would be something that ends up getting fixed soon after. Trust me, I'm hoping to God that this gets fixed soon after. Hey, yo, my good friends, this is Chaos Angel here, also known as Lord of Omni, and I'm back at it again with another video for ya. And yes, your boy got suspended. Yep. After many years of the one thing that I thought that was not going to be possible ended up being possible for me. I ended up getting hacked. This dumbass right here. This dumbass right here. Whew. Let me tell you one thing. Quite honestly, really, I think I full on deserve it. And I'm gonna freaking tell you why. So, one of the things that I have always been so cautious on is when it comes to hackers, especially when it comes to games and MMOs, the one thing that I have always been cautious about is links. I have always been cautious about links. For the longest of times, I have always heard this and that, etc., and so on and so forth on things when it comes to your account getting hacked and so on and so forth and not being able to retrieve it ever again, ending up getting suspended or banned or anything of that nonsense. I got the whole spiel. And I have been making absolutely sure that when it came to it, I was not going to get myself caught into it. But here I am. And honestly, really, it could have easily been avoided. Getting into the actual story bits, this actually happened recently. And when I mean recently, I mean literally fucking yesterday. Wow. So what had happened was your boy Chaos at around 8:31 a.m. in the morning, because this is when I actually went on said site, I was minding my own black ass business. Freaking just grinding. Actually, no, I think I was on my ults at the time. I was on Zelene trying to do something, and I think it had to do with some other form of content that I didn't complete on that character. When I wasn't paying attention, the moment I freaking looked back onto my screen, I noticed that there was someone sent me a tell. And yeah, that tell had a link that was supposed to go to a community forum on the Lodestone that had something to do with some kind of event or a contest or something. But what it boils down to is that it was a raffling type thing where they will friggin' pick a random number on a number generator inside the game in order to choose exactly who wins the ballot. And yeah. Now, the thing is that normally I ignore these things and I don't really pay attention to it. But when it came to the fact that it was on a community forum, I don't know what possessed me. I essentially just went onto it just to see what the hell it was all about. And I was like, okay, reading the details, all this other shit, yada yada yada. And then I noticed on the top corner, I actually was not logged in to my account. So it's like, this is where I first fuck up. Actually, to be more precise, the first fuck up was even going to the website to begin with. The second was trying to fucking log into my account. Because that was the one thing that they were waiting for, was me logging into my account. Obviously. So what happened afterwards is that when I actually logged into my account, guess what happens when it comes to these websites? You obviously don't log into your account. Yes. After the fact, when I did that, I noticed I still wasn't logged in. And at that point, I was like, oh no. So realizing this, and I'm going to be getting back to that later, I go ahead and try to compare something here. Now, one other thing that I noticed was the actual website in and of itself, or to be more precise, the fucking URL. Yeah, this shit right here. Yeah, that was what the URL is. I'm going to get back to that in a second. So the first thing that it did was essentially going to the official Lodestone and trying to check something real quick. And that was whether or not if I could even sign in. Well, not really. That was not the first thing. What I did was that I tried to look at the actual tabs to see whether or not if this was actually real. And lo and behold, there was no such thing as a raffling post going on in the community events tab. So obviously that was the flag that pretty much tells me that, yeah, this is fucking fake. And another thing, now we're back to the actual URL. Something seemed fishy about this fucking URL, other than the fact that I couldn't log into the site. As you can notice, there's a dot freaking s a fucking not a dot, a slash, actually no, a dash in dot NL. Yeah, you don't normally see those types of things when you go on to any of the sites for Final Fantasy 14. That should have been a dead ringer. And even then, I just don't know what possessed me in even remotely trying to click on that link to begin with. So there was that. There was that fuck up. But then, here's the fuck up maximum. Remember how I said that I deserved to be hacked? Well, this fucking dumbass didn't even remotely think that after the fact that I realized that this was a fake ass fucking site, a full on scam, of straight up literal just like hacking site among hacking sites, the one absolute thing that I did not fucking do afterwards was change my fucking password. And it was at that point where I was just like, what possessed me to not go to MogStation, change my password, yet instead, I don't know whether or not if I was drunk, fucking high, even though I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of those things. Was I tired? Was I out of it? Was something so important that I felt the need to be like, fuck this website, and then continue doing what I'm doing, other than to change my fucking password? I was still playing the game throughout the entirety of the day up until around 5, maybe 5:15 p.m. And mind you, like I said before, I went on this site at around 8:30 a.m. So yes, I was on for the majority of the day. Then it was time for me to go ahead and get off. I was feeling tired, feeling sleepy. It was time for me to go to sleep. Freaking went ahead, go to sleep. And I come to find out after 6 hours and 30 minutes, around freaking like 12 something, I try to log in and my service account is not registered. I'm like, excuse me? And so the next best thing was to go to MogStation to see what's up and go to the support center. First thing that I noticed was this. So obviously here I am after waking up dazed, wondering what the fuck is going on. What the hell's happening? Why am I suspended? What's happening now? I'm just like, what the fuck did I do to warrant me getting suspended? And mind you, I got absolutely no email about this. No warning whatsoever. Just suspended. Your account is currently suspended. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I go ahead, put in a submit ticket. That was the first absolute thing that I did. Freaking panicking, trying to figure out what could have possibly happened for me to get suspended. What in the world could have possibly happened here? And then an epiphany. What was the most recent thing that happened to me not too long ago? I fucking clicked on a link and logged into that site. Lo and behold, lesson learned. You know, the one thing that is not pissing me off right now is not the fact that I got suspended, mainly because of the fact that I got hacked. I'm pissed off at myself for not being able to prevent said being hacked, because I very well could have at the time when I was still online for practically 10 hours. 10 hours. Practically 10 hours I was still online, and I could have prevented this from happening. That's the part where I keep on telling myself that I deserve to be fucking hacked, because I was open I was literally placed on the table like a silver platter, telling the hacker to go ahead and hack my shit. And so now I am currently trying to hastily figure out how to get my fucking account back. The one thing that scares me is the fact that I was asleep for 6 hours and 30 minutes, and that person, after the fact that I logged out, that person was waiting ever so patiently to fucking get into my account. All I do know is that it did not take long for them to go onto my account, because the one reason why I was able to figure out that I was hacked was the thing is that when I went on the Mog Station, I had to do some research. I looked and I found something interesting in my login history. There was literally 2 IP addresses, or technically speaking 1. Pretty much mine and a foreign one that I'm not familiar with. And there was 3. This person logged in up to 3 times on my account, for the Lodestone 2 times, and on the freaking game itself once, in a time frame of literally 5 minutes. Essentially, in total 5 minutes, they've been logging onto my account. The first time being at 5:38 p.m. EST, then a minute after onto the actual game, and then 2 minutes after that, 3 minutes after that, back onto Lodestone for whatever reason. And then after that, 6 hours elapse, and I'm on my Mog Station trying to figure out what the fuck is happening here. So here I am, concerned about what could have possibly happened to get me suspended. What could the person have possibly have done onto my account to get me suspended? Whether or not if there was suspicious activity being done to my account, or whether or not that person was doing real money trading on my characters. I hope to God that fucking person did not do that. Or whether or not they removed some of the shit on my game, on my characters. I'm concerned. But you know what the biggest concern I have about this is the likelihood of my account being permanently banned. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now, I cannot let that happen. I can't. I really can't. It's like, I just got to tell you right now, I cannot let that happen. Because not only is that my hobby, that is literally every single thing that has to do with my YouTube channel at this point. Because I guess it's my fault for the fact that I've been so Final Fantasy 14 focused. I don't know. I try to do different things, but that doesn't really work out. 6 to 7 years, guys. 6 to 7 years. All of my time and effort placed on not just mainly Ezekiel, but across 8 fucking characters. And it's not even just the time and the effort, The money that went into just this entire account, not just mainly Ezekiel, this entire account, the amount of money that was spent onto this game. I just can't. I can't fucking lose this. I I can't. I really can't. If I lose all of this, I just won't have any motivation. My motivation will be gone right then and there at that point. Right, it'll be gone. I'll have absolutely no idea what to do at that point. And then to make matters worse, it's like I actually had videos that I've been working on, video discussions about Endwalker that I've been working on for about a week now. And it's like, I can't even for the life of me focus on like doing those while my literal fucking account is in danger right now. So I'm just at like a loss of pause here. I don't even know. And well, I can't really say that I'll lose sleep though. Honestly, I'd be lying to myself if that's the case. Is at this point, I mean, this game is like everything. Oh, for the love of all that is holy. And then to make matters even worse, I mean, shit, the timing on this, literally 2 weeks, we have the fucking 5.5 releasing. So it's just like, I can't even do anything there. I have no idea how long it's going to take for me to even get my account back, or even if I will get my account back. I've already put in 2 submit tickets already. The first one being the time when I first found out that my freaking account was suspended. And the second one being me realizing that my account was actually hacked and explaining the situation in and of itself. So it's just like, I'm currently doing all I can, and like in a couple of hours, I'm also going to be trying to call these people. I have no idea what the situation is on their side, but I'm hoping now we'll be able to get in contact with them so I can get this situation resolved. Because I really just, I will not be able to do anything if I can't get this thing back up. And I don't even know whether it's like I'm still going to react to the live letter that's going to be happening tomorrow, but it's just like I don't even know whether or not if I'm going to be full on distracted when it comes to that on this whole entire deal with my account. All I can ask at this point is, and it doesn't even matter if you don't even believe in religion, you're not Christian or anything of that bullshit. I don't care, like, for the love of all that is holy, please pray that I get my account back, for the love of all that is holy, please. Because I can't lose it. I cannot lose that account. I can't. I really can't. Just want to let you guys know what's up. Go from there. See what happens. I hope to God that I fucking get it back, and I get it back soon as possible. I guess I'm just gonna. I don't know. I want to try and distract myself, but it's kind of gonna be hard to do that. I'll play some other Final Fantasy games or something. But all in all, I will see you when I see you, which will be tomorrow, seeing as I will still likely be reacting to the live letter. And yeah, all that good jazz. So with that in mind, you guys have a very nice day, nice night, nice morning, nice afternoon, all that good nonsense, and I shall catch you in the next one. Deuces.